Hello, everyone, and welcome to our first ever Plane Spotting Bros live stream. So today we're going to talk about the FlightAware. We're going to talk about FlightAware flight tracking. So first, we're going to start off by just looking into Nashville because that's where both of us live. So we're going to start off by going in. And so there's a couple of planes that are coming in and taking off. It's pretty light in Nashville right now. There's a plane leaving Nashville for Melbourne on Allegiant. If you're on that plane, hello. There's a Spirit from MCO Orlando into Nashville. So Nashville.
I see a American Airlines coming from San Francisco to Charlotte, North Carolina, flying over Smithville, Tennessee. Yeah, Smithville.
And so I know some of our subscribers live in Chicago, so we'll go there. In one of our recent videos, we posted a lot in Chicago. Go check out some of those videos; those are pretty cool too. So there's a lot of jets going in, like some Embraer 145s. O'Hare's pretty busy right now, as it always is. One thing I noticed from O'Hare was planes landed in on the south runway and then they took off on the north runway. But today, since the traffic is so big, they're landing on both sides of the runway. So that is pretty cool too. And now we'll go into Orlando to check out them because I know we have some subscribers from there too. There's a lot of Delta planes that are going into there right now.
Right now, it looks like they're about to get hit by a big storm.
Yeah, the storms could impact the flight. So there's some Southwest planes going into there, one from New Orleans, a 737, and then there's a lot of planes departing. So Orlando's pretty busy too. And so then next we'll go to Dallas Fort Worth. I have one of our subscribers posts a lot in Dallas Fort Worth. Go check him out. He's at DFW Plane Spotting. So go check him out. They're an American hub. There's a lot of planes going into there. And so we have our first heavy of the day. It's a Boeing 787 from Miami. It's an American Airlines. There's some Mesa Airlines, which is also co-branded with American. And there's even some more American planes that are going in and out. So that's kind of like O'Hare right now. So next, we'll try to go to...
I'm going to go look at LAX.
Okay. LAX?
Yeah,
so what's going on in LAX?
Here we go. Right now, there is a SkyWest from Seattle, Tacoma to LAX. It's not a very big plane. It's an Embraer 175 long wing twin jet.
Okay, so those are pretty small planes. So if you know what a Southwest plane looks like, they're a little bit smaller, but they kind of look the same. One way to tell the difference between the two is the 737 has more of a rounded front wing, and then the back part has some more parts of it.
I see a new one I've never seen before. Zip Air. It's a Boeing 787-8 twin jet. It's coming from LAX to Tokyo, Japan.
Okay, that's pretty cool too. That's another heavy that we found. So what else is in LAX? Is there any more heavies in LA?
Let's see. United, American, Alaskan, SkyWest. Look for some big planes. I want to see like an Atlas coming in. I'm going to go up to, I don't see anything too big here. I'm going to go up to Anchorage. Right here, there's just a whole bunch of like little biplanes and little plane Cessnas.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to go up to Anchorage, Alaska, and let's see if we can get some Atlas Air. What do we have right here? We'll get information in that. This one's one I've never seen before. A Linden Air Cargo. It's a Lockheed C-130
Hercules.
Hercules. I've never seen one of those before.
Those are pretty cool too. My uncle works in the C-130 aircraft too, so shout out to him as well. Is there anything else going on in LA, or are we going to move on to our next airport?
I'm in Anchorage right now, so
Okay.
let's see who this is.
There's
another
Linden Air Cargo. Okay.
There's not much going on right now in Anchorage. There's just a couple planes. I don't see much.
Okay. Anchorage usually has a lot of heavy 747s that are going in there.
Oh, what's this? Oh, let me see this one. More details. China Southern Airlines Boeing 777-200LR twin jet is going into Anchorage right now.
That's another heavy.
It's from Chicago O'Hare, actually.
Okay, that was one of our other airports. So next we'll go into one of our New York cities, JFK, John F. Kennedy. They're usually really large airport with a lot of planes. And
hold on, I see something cool. Cathay Pacific Boeing 747-8 quad jet coming from Hong Kong International to Anchorage International.
Okay, that one's pretty cool. That's another heavy. So there's a lot of heavies going into John F. Kennedy right now.
They want to see they want to see the map.
Okay. So can you see this? This is in John F. Kennedy International. There's Airbus A333. And there's the Cathay Pacific Boeing 747-800. If you may not have known what this was, it is the Swiss Airlines from Zurich, Switzerland. And then next, we'll look at, here's an American from Milan, Italy, MXP. That's a Boeing 772 or 777. And then we have an Air France Boeing 777, or the 77W, if you want to call it that too, from Charles de Gaulle, Paris. And then we have an American from London Heathrow, another 777. And then we have a lot of planes coming out of JFK as well. And one of these, I usually don't see these a lot out of JFK, a lot of Deltas. These are Boeing 763. So that's JFK. A lot of heavies in there too.
All right. So right now I'm in London Heathrow. So I have right now a British Airways. Where'd it go? Here we go. A British Airway. And then it is a Airbus A320 twin jet.
Okay. All right. So London Heathrow is also a very large airport. It's also a really nice airport too. From London Heathrow to Istanbul, that's an Airbus A332. That's on Turkish Airways. If we look at here, there's also a lot of planes lined up. There's an Air China from Shanghai. That's an Airbus A359. I love those planes because the tinted glass that's on the aircraft. And then if we look at another, we've got another one. We have the King of the Skies. It's from Dubai. It's an Airbus A380-800 into London Heathrow. There's at least 2 A380s Emirates that go into London Heathrow a day. And then you also have British Airways that goes into London Heathrow as well from Dubai. There's a lot of A320s, Air Baltic. We look at a lot of more stuff. Now we're going to switch over. I just wanted y'all to see this. This is from Memphis to Luton Stansted. It's I don't know if I said that right, but it's a Boeing 777, or if you want to call that a 77L. That is a FedEx going into Stansted. Now we're going to switch back over to the United States. Let's check out Denver International. Denver, fun fact, if you didn't know, that Denver covers the largest amount of airspace in the entire world. Denver, it's not looking like there's a lot of heavies right now, but there's a lot of domestic flights going out of
Oh, I
Denver
see
right
an
now.
Emirates, King of the Skies, Airbus A380.
There's an Emirates, and that one is going out of
DC
Washington Dulles. We will be going there sometime soon this year, so make sure to tune into that sometime soon. We'll definitely get you another King of the Sky, so we got you covered. Now let's look into our nation's capital. If you live in the United States, Washington Dulles International. So this is a Mesa Airlines from Washington Dulles into West Palm Beach. This is an Embraer 175L.
This one I've never seen before. PSA Airlines.
They're co-branded with American too. So there's not much traffic going into Washington Dulles right now. So let's go check in on New Orleans. They're probably not going to be busy, but definitely not heavies, but they definitely have some cool domestic flights we can look at. There's an American A319 from Chicago O'Hare. There's a Boeing 737-900 MAX to Houston Intercontinental United. There's not really much in New Orleans, but let's go check in on Minneapolis. If we have any subscribers there, I'd say hello. So MSP is a big Delta hub, so we're probably going to find a lot of Delta aircraft there too. So mostly Delta planes. There's not really much going out of there. One thing that's cool is an international Boeing 737-900 from MSP to Cancun. Those are pretty cool to see too.
This is something I just found in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
It's a bell ringer.
All right. So, and now we'll go into Atlanta. Atlanta is the second busiest airport in the world. Here we have a heavy going into from Charles de Gaulle into Atlanta. It's a Delta Airbus A330 going into Atlanta. There's a heavy going into there. Not looking at much more heavies, but there definitely is a lot of aircraft going out of Atlanta right now. Not much going in, but definitely some going out. So we have a couple questions we'd like to ask our viewers. So where next should we go plane spotting? Like to answer that in the chat if you can. Brock, would you like to ask the next question?
Yeah, I wanted to ask if you guys want to see any more of the Science Olympiad flight practices or competitions.
We posted one last night. Go check that one out if you haven't already. And so now we have one. What's your favorite? The Airbus A380, the king of the skies, or the queen of the skies, the Boeing 747? Comment that in the chat below. And we have the last question. Would you like to see the Boeing Dreamlifter? If so, comment in the chat. We thank you so much for watching and tuning in, and thank you so much.